Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate, huh? Gotta move on my release.
You ain't got no rhythm, son. You ain't got no rhythm. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Welcome back. It's the Millers, and today we're going to show you what we're working on right now.
Yeah, so as you know, we've been renovating our house for a while, and today we are going to tackle this door right here in our kitchen. So it's going to look really beautiful. We're going to paint it, and we're going to bring you guys along, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're going to use this liquid sander to liquid sand all of the trim on the door as well as the door, because this is wood trim and it has like a slight gloss on it. So to get rid of that gloss and to help the paint and primer stick better, you use this liquid sander, and then you'll be all good in the hood. So go pick this up. Home Depot.
Alright, so as you can see, we have everything taped off. We have done the liquid sanding to all the wood trim that we do plan on painting. So next up, what we're going to do is start the process of priming. So what we have is the Kills 3. And all it is just a heavy primer. So we typically do 2 coats just to make sure nothing comes back to haunt us. So that's what we're getting into next. Alright, so we're here live in the basement, and the next thing that we're going to do is hand plane the doors. So if you take a look at this tool right here, this is a hand planer, and essentially you could just kind of look at it as like a sander. So what it's going to do is we're going to sand off 1 or 2 layers across the long side. We're going to sand off 1 or 2 layers across the top side. And what we're doing by sanding off that layer is no matter how the door fit in there, as they're connected to the hinges, it's going to make it fit in there real nice and snug, and it's going to allow an appropriate gap. So that way we ensure that the door still closes fine. We didn't have to make any alterations to this, so that's perfect to set our new door knob in. Now if you take a look at it, it's nice and smooth and clean. So we have a clean line going across alongside of the door. Alright guys, so what we're doing right here is we're going to cut all the small gaps, so that way when we paint over it you can't even tell that it's any gap. What we're using right here is going to be this Dynaflex 230, if you can see it. Got that from Home Depot as well. Just a simple white caulk, that's all, nothing special about it. You definitely want to make sure you get caulk and not silicone, because silicone you can't paint, but caulk you can paint over it. Let's get it, Gia.
Alright guys, so now we're about to paint the final coat, which is this top coat, and we're using Bare Premium Plus paint in Ultra Pure White.
You say my day's a number, but I couldn't waking up. No, you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate, huh? Gotta move on my release.
You ain't got no rhythm, son. You ain't got no rhythm. Alright guys, so we finished our top coat on all the trim, so we're done with that. So now we have to focus on painting the doors. So right now we have this door taped off, we have the trim taped off, and then we have this door that's supposed to go here down in the basement. So we're getting ready to paint that, and then we'll show you how it looks.
Alright, so we got everything painted. We put 2 coats of top coat on all of the doors, which is 2 of them. Painted all the trim. And now next what we're going to do is put up the hinges for the door. So like I said, we got black hinges as far as the door go. And what you're gonna see me do now is use the toothpick trick. So what you can do with the toothpick trick is you break off the toothpicks and you put them inside the hole to fill it up. When you screw the screw inside of there, what it's gonna do is give it leverage and keep it nice and tight up in there. So continue watching.
Alright guys, so this is the finished product. As you can tell, it just brightened up the space so much.
It does, big time.
We really like the end result of this. So we will have more projects coming up. We do plan to do our floors, and that will just bring the whole space together. So make sure you guys stay tuned for our next video.
Peace. Bye.